Okay, welcome to HeinOnline's free customer training session on how to utilize MyHein. My name is Lauren Matuzzo, and I am accompanied here with my colleague Brianne, who is monitoring chat during the webinar. I do ask that if you have a question, you pose it to everyone so that all attendees can see the question just in case they have the same question or inquiry, and that way Brianne can address the question to everyone. If you're not familiar with MyHein, it was created back in 2008 as a simple bookmarking tool and has since evolved to a multi-dimensional research tool. And today we're going to take a look at all the different features you can use to effectively utilize this tool, save some valuable research time, and organize your projects. Anyone that has access to HeinOnline subscription can create their own MyHein account. For example, if you are from a college or university, anyone under your subscription, such as a librarian, a student, or a professor, can have their own account. So if you're wondering how to create an account, you would simply come to the drop-down menu up here at the top and click the Create an Account option. Now, you can create the account with a Gmail, a Yahoo, your institution email. Something to keep in mind as we go through the various features of MyHein is that oftentimes you do need an institution email, or if you are an author profile, you need the email you use to set up that profile. So I'll address those situations once we get around to them. When you are researching in HeinOnline, if you have not already created a profile, or maybe you forgot to sign in, we do give you the option to temporarily save your bookmarks, as you can see here, prior to logging in. So just in case you do start your research and forget to log in, we do offer that option. So I am going to click the login button here so you can just see how it looks. If for any reason you have forgotten your password, you can simply click that link, and if you provide your username, we give you the option to reset your password. If you don't know your username, we ask that you email HeinOnline support and we can provide that information to you. Unfortunately, we cannot reset your password, but we can give you the tools to do it yourself. So I'll sign into my account here so we can get a look at what MyHein looks like. So again, as I mentioned, we began with just a simple bookmarking tool, which is going to be our first tab on the left here. So I will go ahead and run a search. I'm going to enter into the Law Journal Library here. And let's just say that I'm researching compulsory vaccination. So I'm going to run a search in the Law Journal Library here for compulsory vaccination or emergency vaccination. Once I click this search option, I'm going to show you where you can bookmark certain documents to your MyHein. So maybe you have want to refine your searches. You can see we have more than 2,000 search results. So I'm going to come here to topic and just select health here to kind of refine my search a bit and take those search result numbers down so they're more manageable. Then I have a few options here. We have the HeinOnline bookmarking option here. So if you do want to bookmark this specific document, you can click that option. You can select a previously used tag, or you can enter a new tag to organize your bookmarks. We also have options listed above the results here, so you can bulk download multiple documents. So let's say I want to bookmark these two options here. I'm going to select them, and we do offer that check all option. I'm going to choose MyHein bookmarks and click save or email. Again, I'm going to be provided with the option to select a tag that I've already used or enter a new tag. If I click that enter into research option, you'll see that our search is letting you know that it's been bookmarked to your MyHein, and you can simply click here to view it. While I'm here, I'm also going to go ahead and save my search query. So maybe this was a query that provided some results that were relevant to my research. So again, I'm going to select the results I'm interested in, and I'm going to choose the MyHein search query option. Then I'll click save and email. Again, there's that option to select a previously used tag or enter a new one. So since this is under a search query, I'm again going to enter a new tag. So now I can come up to MyHein, and I'm going to click Save to Bookmark option. So you'll see there's those two articles that I bookmarked under the tag of vaccination. You'll see as I scroll down that I have previous research in here that I have also tagged under wrongful convictions. So it's an easy way to organize any documents that you have maybe on different related topics. From within here, you do have the ability to delete the entry or automatically download a PDF of the article. Additionally, you can add notes to your bookmarks. So maybe I'm a student and I'm going to say, use this article for Mr. Smith's research project. I'm going to enter my note, and that's going to bring me right back to my bookmarks page, and you'll see the note kind of stands out there on the right-hand side. Also within the bookmark option, you have the ability to export journal articles, and this is for journal articles only. So if you do want to export them to other software programs such as EndNote, BibTeX, or RefWorks, you can select those options here. We also give you the ability to export a CSV of the articles, or you can automatically change the tag names on multiple selections. And lastly, we have the email option. So if you do want to email these results to a friend or colleague or even yourself, you can do so there. You'll notice the timestamp on the right-hand side as well. So it kind of lets you know when you were researching and when you had added new documents. If you ever forget what a specific tab here in MyHein represents, we do offer a little description of what the tab does, as well as link you to a knowledge base article with some screenshots, so in case you need additional assistance using this feature. So next we're going to move over to saved search queries. So we had originally saved that search query in here, and you'll see that it's falling right here under vaccination. And there's that compulsory vaccination or emergency vaccination search query. Now, what's really cool about this is if you do click on this hyperlink, it's going to bring you directly back to those results from when you initially made your search query. So again, if you have to run out the door and maybe you finally came across a really great search query that provided some results, you can save your search query and come back at a later date. You might also notice the little grayed out bookmark here. So since we have returned back to our results and we know that we did bookmark our 2 first articles here, we're going to let you know if you're signed into your MyHein, hey, you've already bookmarked this. So that's going to save you from bookmarking the same document twice. Something else to note about saved search queries is anytime new content is added to HeinOnline at the end of the month that matches your search query, we'll actually notify you via email. So a lot of MyHein users use this feature to keep up to date with a specific research topic, to be notified when any new material is added. Next, we have the search history option. Users always had the ability to view their saved search history, but it was at the session level. Now with MyHein, you can always have your search history available forever. And you'll see here is my search history. We even provide different facets that you might have used. As you can see, if I click on the facets here below. So we kind of provide you with all the information regarding your search query. Some people don't like that, so we do offer the ability to disable your search history. One feature here is if you ever want to take one of your search queries from your search history and move it over to the Saved Search Queries tab, again, to be notified about new content, you can simply click the Edit Bookmark option. Then you're going to create a new bookmark and click Update, and that'll move that over to the search query section. Next in our tabs, we have ETalk Alerts, otherwise known as Electronic Table of Content Alerts. So if there is a journal or a specific title that you're very interested in and you want to know anytime HeinOnline adds new material to it, you can set up ETalk Alerts. So for example, maybe I want to be notified anytime a new issue or volume is published in the Harvard Law Review. So I can either go to the Law Journal Library or come to my catalog tab here and search for titles. And on the results page, I can simply click the title here. And then we have a create ETalk alert button. So all I have to do once I'm signed into MyHein is simply click that create ETalk alert button. We're going to let you know that this has in fact been saved. So you click here, we'll bring you right back to the ETalk section. Yes, I do see there's a little bit of an echo. I think somebody was not muted, so I think that may have solved the issue. I do apologize for that. So the next tab, we have author profile admin. So this is only going to be relevant if you are in fact an author, or if you are an authorized individual of an author or an institution such as a library. Sometimes a librarian will come in and they have the ability to edit multiple author profile pages. So unless you are an author or you are an authorized administrator, you won't see this tab. But for anyone who is interested, if you are an admin, this is what the page will look like. You'll have multiple authors listed here. I currently only have one at the moment. And if you are an author and not an authorized user, you will automatically see the ability to edit your profile. So I'm going to edit this profile so you can see what that looks like. So you'll come in here, and some of these fields are locked for reasons of not messing up the author profile pages. So there may be some that you cannot edit, but most of them are editable. You can come in and choose professor type. You can choose whether or not the author is tenured or tenure track. You can add social media links here. You can update the biography, anything along those lines. So this is a great resource for authors. Now, one thing to note again, if you are an author and you want to see the author profile admin as a part of your MyHein, you do need to have the same email address linked to your author profile as the same email address you use to create your MyHein. So something to keep in mind. Next over, we do have Manage Smart SIPP Notifications. This is another tab in MyHein that is only going to be featured if you are a subscriber to Current Index to Legal Periodicals. And I'll just open up that database real quick. So Current Index to Legal Periodicals, or what we call SIPP, is a publication that we've recently acquired, and it indexes the most recent issues of primarily American law journals by subject heading. And we've also created a Smart SIPP profile. So if you do subscribe to this database, you can come in and create a Smart SIPP profile. And so Smart SIPP is a current awareness tool that delivers tailored alerts via email as a supplement to the weekly issue that is added every week for SIPP. And you can choose the topics that you want to be notified on. You can choose the journals, so on and so forth. So you would create your profile here. Again, if you use the same email, which would have to be an institution email here, to create your MyHein account, you can manage the notifications once your profile has been completed. So this is, again, what it would look like if you were an admin. So if you were a librarian that was maybe managing multiple Smart SIPP profiles for your faculty or staff. But if you are just an individual, this is what the page would look like once you clicked on the tab. It's going to look very similar to the Smart SIPP profile that you created, and you can come in and simply change your subject headings and click the Create or Update button to change that. And we're going to let you know that, in fact, we have updated your notifications. Next, we have favorite databases. So this was actually a recommendation from a few customers. So we're always urging our customers, please reach out, provide us feedback. We love to hear what you think would enhance your research experience. So a few people came to us and said it would be really nice to have the ability to favorite some of our databases. So maybe your welcome page looks like mine, and there is a lot of databases, but maybe you only research in a few often. So you would like to push those to the forefront of the welcome page. Well, you can use that option here in your favorite databases tab. What you would do is you would come in and select the databases that maybe you are regularly researching in or that you're favoriting. And once you click the Submit Favorites button, it's going to gold star push those databases up to the top of the list. When you return to the welcome page, you'll see that these databases, again, are going to be right at the front there and easily accessible for when you jump into HeinOnline. But again, you do need to be signed into your MyHein account to see those gold star databases at the top. You'll also notice in the drop-down menu, they're also gold starred at the top here as well. And at any time, you can go in and adjust those through your favorite databases section. Last on the MyHein tab is author alerts. So if you were researching in HeinOnline, you may have noticed that authors' names are hyperlinked within search results. That, if you click on it, will bring you to an author profile page. And author profile pages are automatically generated once they have authored works in HeinOnline. So you'll see here, this would be a typical search result, what it would look like. You'll see the title of the article. And for example, here's Bonnie Schuch's profile. You'll see her name is hyperlinked. And if you do click that, it would bring you to this page. With author profiles, they can come in and they can add their profile picture. They can add their university or affiliation, social media links, everything you saw in that author admin section of MyHein. The scholars check metrics are what we automatically generate by their authored works in HeinOnline. But if you are interested in a specific author and want to be notified anytime new content has been added by them, maybe you're following Bonnie Schuch because she writes about Indigenous people, you can come here and click Set Up Email Alerts. We have multiple alerts here, so a lot of authors do use these to keep up to date with any alert citations that they are receiving in HeinOnline, but also users who are following authors can also use this. Again, something to keep in mind if you are creating an author alert and want to manage those alerts from your MyHein profile, the email does need to match between the two. So you would enter your email here after choosing your alert. And then if it does match the same email address you use to create your MyHein account, you will see that option listed here in the last tab. So I have author alerts for 2 different authors, as you can see here. And from my MyHein account, I can simply come in and I can change those alerts. This way you don't always have to navigate to the author profile page, change the alerts, anything along those lines. It just makes it really accessible to see everything that you have signed up for in one spot and then the ability to manage it as well. If at any time you forget how to use any of these features in MyHein, we have a handy MyHein user's guide, which actually links out to our knowledge base article that covers all the different features in MyHein. All these different articles and some are videos will explain exactly what I just went through with screenshots or videos, depending on how you are, how you like to learn. Maybe you're a visual learner and you like to watch some videos. We have those available as well. So this is a great resource. Maybe you forgot how to reset your MyHein password. You can always check out our user's guide. There are a few enhancements that we do have coming, so I do want to share those with you as well. Actually, one of our guests had emailed earlier today in the support box and asked if there was an option to be notified that you were signed in up here. So instead of having it say MyHein profile, it would say your name up here. And that would kind of notify you that you are already signed in to your MyHein profile. That is something that is actually on our developers' plate and we're working on. So that will be something forthcoming. Stay connected to us via our blog and you'll see any updates on that. And another feature we're working on is the ability to sign in through your Google account. So a Google SSO integration. So if you do sign into your MyHein, you have the option to sign in with your Google account. And anytime you go to log in, it will automatically log you in if you are in fact logged into your Google account. So 2 features that are forthcoming to be on the lookout for. Someone just asked, how do we get the user's guide? That's always going to be available right here from that MyHein drop-down menu, and it's going to be right here. It's also available in our knowledge base because that's actually where we're linking to. So if you ever need help, under the help option is our knowledge base. You can simply type in MyHein and you'll see all of the relevant articles relating to the features in MyHein, including that user's guide. So that concludes the webinar. I am just going to do a quick poll if you do wish to partake. We just want to see if our webinars are helpful. So you can go ahead and take that poll if you do wish. And this is being recorded, so we will be emailing all attendees and registrants an email of the recording next week. And if anyone has any additional questions, I am happy to answer them. You can feel free to unmute yourself or throw them into the chat.
Hi, I'm Sean. I had a quick question. So with the MyHein profile in the top, I sent an email recently and you guys said that you were going to make it so that when you sign in, it'll show. So it would say like Sean up there so that you knew you were signed in, because frequently I'll go to save something and then I'll realize, oh no, I'm not signed in. And then I have to backtrack and find the thing. Do you have a timetable on that when it'll be developed?
I don't. I was actually the person that emailed you, so I'm not I'm not entirely sure on the time frame, but I actually loved your idea. And when I passed it along, they had told me, oh, don't worry, it's already in development.
Cool.
I would imagine within a month or two, we are releasing the new Google SSO feature next month, by the end of the month when we release our new content. So I'm going to guess probably then, if not the month after.
Amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, well, everyone have a wonderful rest of your day, and please feel free to email us at any time if you need any help. I'm going to throw the support email into the chat here. And everyone enjoy the rest of your day.